Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 11th episode of MyAnimeLIst. So, last time, if I had to describe the last episode with one word, it would be suffering. Mostly on Rico's part. Because she had to deal with not only the effects of the curse from the sudden ascension to get away from that one creature, but to deal with the poison from that same creature. And honestly, Rico was suffering a bit as well, having to deal with that, having to watch the amount of pain that she was in. But, same thing we had to do pretty much. Except he was also trying to help, which he really didn't do much of, to be honest, even though he did try. All he really amounted in doing, though, was breaking her arm, which was also painful to watch. The whole thing was pretty much painful to watch. She was bleeding from every orifice. Even in her voice, you could tell she was in an immense amount of pain. And yeah, Nanachi, the rabbit character, finally showed up in this episode of all things. And she says she can help, so she brought them back to her place, and yeah, hopefully in this episode, Rico's gonna get help. I don't know. I believe Nanachi said that her arm wouldn't be the same as it was before, so we'll see how much help she can really do. So yeah, let's just get into the episode. As usual, there'll be no audio or footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There's a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below me to help you follow along. And so, let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Hit the wrong arrow key direction. Starting right into it. Really hope that narrator's not implying Rico's going to die. Interesting that we're starting from here. Yes, that comforting voice of yours. Just looking at that arm again. Yeah, we're starting from way back here. That is interesting. And Rico doesn't really know how to do CPR. It really is. Personal space, Rico. Didn't last episode Nanachi say something about the curse not having an effect in there? Something about that? I usually skim through the previous episode before watching the next one, but I really didn't want to watch that episode again. I'm still curious why it's all purple whistles. getting undressed in front of strangers. Yeah, this is pretty much where he left off last time, I think. I think one of my comments said that what's translated as hollow here was translated differently in the manga. I don't remember what they said the translation there was, but hopefully we'll get some explanation about exactly what Nanachi is in this episode. Considering the first 3 episodes were pretty much a recap of the final part of the last episode, that makes me think they're going to try to stretch out this whole Rico recovery thing this entire episode. It's my assumption, at least. Remember back when Rico was happy? Good times, good times. Rico was such a happy-go-lucky kid, so it really was hard to see her like that. In that kind of agonizing pain, screaming, bleeding. Nanachi, fitting name as usual. The titles of the episodes might be simple, but they are fitting. Of course, you two are children as well, but better than what she was laying on before, at least. Somehow I doubt it. Yeah, that's gonna work out. I know Nanachi's gender is supposed to be ambiguous, but I'm gonna go with calling it a she. Oh, I thought she was cutting out the arm. Hopefully she knows what she's doing. Now that things could get much worse from here, though. Now he blushes. I mean, hopefully she's had at least a little bit of medical training. Yeah. Well, usually you would pass out for that kind of pain. You don't really have any anesthesia down there or anything. Yeah, the worst of it should definitely be behind us. Personal space, Regu. She's been over this. Well, he was panicking and doesn't really know what he was doing in the first place. That too. Yeah, that's Rico. I mean, they were being watched, and it was most likely Nanachi that was doing it. Well, not everyone's gonna save a complete stranger. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to feel bad after hearing that. Almost sound like a baby. Almost. What is that? But she said she was a hollow, though, and she still seems to have... Yeah. Well, I guess we found out what a hollow is. And that she's a very unique one. So I guess now he's on a quest to find the ingredients. Another white whistle. Looks very different than the one Rico had. Tama-chan. Wonder what that is. One ingredient down. And try not to be killed by the thing that laid them, I guess. Yeah, they're not going to appreciate you taking their children. Somewhat better. Shroom bear. That was quicker than I thought. I mean, obviously he's in a hurry, but I still figured something would go wrong. The timing. That's true. Wow. I mean, he didn't get that far down the abyss alive for nothing. Looks like such an unfortunate creature. And this is going to help, I hope. Of course. Yeah. Are you kidding me? This is a life or death situation, and she had him gathering dinner. Still, he could have gathered the shrooms first, come back, and then got dinner. If you were honest about what you were doing. Yeah, I was about to say, I figured she doesn't have a washing machine or anything. That's a very grassy place. Some memories coming back? Because that is Liza's favorite flower, right? Daydreaming mostly. No, no it's not. Nanachi is such a savage. It was obviously triggering one of your repressed memories. I feel so bad for that creature. Just the sound that it makes. Like, I sound like a human baby to me when I first heard it. Song feels so out of place. Not as bad as with the previous episode, but still. I mean, the fact that you see Regu, Nanachi, and Rico adventuring together in the ending theme, that kind of tells you that Rico is not going to die here. The true nature of the curse. And credits that no one cares about. So, that was the 11th episode of Made in Abyss. Definitely not as brutal or dark as the last episode, but it still was sad. Like what we found out about the Hollows, how they were pretty much used to be human, but going down to like, I think the 6th floor they said, that's the effect of the curse. Losing your intelligence and pretty much your humanity. And apparently Nanachi is like an exception to that, so there's probably some backstory there that we will learn at some point to explain that. And obviously that explains why she has all that, raider gear in there. But yeah, she sent off Regu to gather supplies to help Rico recover, but her channeling like one of those things was actually intended for that, and the rest of it was just dinner ingredients. Nanachi, she is definitely a character. Yeah. Regu was having some flashbacks, some memories triggered. It seems like he might have known Liza in the past. I think that's what that was implying. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say on this one. But so let me know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.